This is What's Up, featuring
Fat Greg, it's Fat Dave. I'm coming for you.
You guys ready to do this?
I'm ready to do this.
I'm ready.
Episode 6, folks. This is What's Up, the podcast for people who don't like podcasts.
The podcast.
We have a very special guest this week, of course. It's week 3. Fat Dave is in his house.
Woo! What's up?
And we're
How's the weight loss going?
Yeah.
Good. Good, man.
Good.
Yeah.
Well,
Ups and downs.
I guess let's just get it out of the way right now.
Yeah, we're doing it right now.
Oh yeah, I want to know. I want to know right
Throw
now.
it down. Let's go.
Yeah. I'm not fucking around here. Let's do
All
this.
right, I'm just gonna warn you. I only weighed myself like 17 times today, so I really have no idea what it's gonna be. All right, but hold on. Taking off the heavy watch.
Okay.
Oh, the heavy
Taking
watch.
off the pants. I'm
Yeah.
taking a.
Are you
Jeff
both
Greg's
pulling pants off?
Oh, yeah, man. You gotta take your jeans off.
Right.
It's like 3 pounds.
They don't make you do that at the
Okay.
hospital when you're fucking doing.
You're wearing like a gown they give you at the hospital.
It's a shitty gown too. All right, ready? Here we go.
All right.
Look out, best.
Drum roll. That's not drum roll. What the fuck am I doing?
Add that in later.
110 kilograms. Whoops. Hold on.
Shit, what's that? Times by 2.2.
20? No, I don't know. That can't be right. Okay. Here we go. Pounds this time. 243.2. That's not very
Dude,
good.
that's only 5 pounds
All
in
right,
3
all right, here we
weeks.
go, here we
That's water weight. Come on, tell me you're doing better than that, Greg.
I was doing better than that.
And that was with trying to have a shit earlier.
Yeah, but I didn't because Greg's bathroom is 7 degrees.
Dave McKenzie's favorite thing in the world to do is to come over to my house and poop.
Better to
Now
stink
we
your
gotta-
bathroom up than
gotta
his.
Tap it. Wait till it says 0.
Think skinny thoughts.
Now get on.
Think it broke.
211. You were 213, bud. So.
Whatever, it was 213.7.
So
okay.
both of you have lost
almost 3
nothing but
Hey,
water
hey,
weight.
hey. That's not true.
Listen, I've had a rough week.
How'd that pack of
look,
extra
man.
filled Oreos go?
Look, man. Some loss is better than no loss.
That's
okay?
right. We're only at
Nine-
week 3. There's still 8 weeks left. Wait, 9 weeks left.
9 weeks left.
9.
Yeah. So my goal, I don't know about you, was 2 pounds a week. I want to lose 24 pounds over 12 weeks. I think that's an achievable goal. It's kind of a aggressive goal, but I think it's doable.
Dave, I only have one goal. And that's for you to lose weight.
If both of you are really serious about losing weight, I was just
Damn.
thinking you should take up a big, smoking crack. That might help the weight loss.
Yeah.
Hell no, man. Hell no. Yeah, so Greg, I got to beef with you, man. What is up with your bathroom, dude? It's 7 degrees in there, man. I looked at the thermostat.
Listen.
I went to go have a shit and my ass puckered up, man. It's like, nope, not today.
It's all electric heat in this place, all right?
Holy fuck, man.
And the bathroom is the room. I'm in this, I keep all my doors closed. I heat one room at a time, right? I keep my bedroom at a moderate level so I can turn it up a little bit before I go to bed, but not too much. But the bathroom, I just suffer. I don't hang out there very often. I poop and I get out of there. I
Put a
pee and I
fucking
get out of there.
infrared-
I've done
heater
that
in there or
too. In
something.
one of my places, I used to not heat the bathroom in the winter, and let me tell you, showers fucking suck. I'd even
Yep.
turn the heat on, but I'm usually in such a hurry that I don't leave the bathroom enough
Yeah.
time to truly heat up.
You wouldn't see your balls for like 6 months.
And honestly,
Not when
like,
you get
whoop,
out.
right up
Yeah,
inside you.
it's-
Like,
you're drying off fast, is what I'm saying.
it honestly doesn't really bother me that much. So, I did it just for you. I knew you were going to come over trying to poop, trying to lose that extra couple pounds,
Yeah,
and I was
totally-
like, no way.
Yeah, I was totally trying to lose that extra 2 pounds. But it
Yeah.
didn't work, so.
Like
oh
I
well.
said, Dave's favorite thing in the world to do is come over to my place and poop.
That's a bold statement. Favorite thing in the world.
It's not my favorite thing in the world.
It's in the
I do enjoy it.
top 5 at least.
Top 5. Yeah, on your tiny ass little fucking man. It's like a little
Alright.
kid's toilet. I
All
swear
right,
to
I got
God.
something to tell you guys.
All
I'm
right.
gonna jump in. This week, what's up with me? It wasn't too much. Feel a little under the weather. It's just a mild little cold. I got a lot of work on the go, which is good because I haven't had a lot of work on the go so far, but things are starting to turn around. I was worried I wasn't going to have a whole lot to talk about. I was on Facebook and I was on the Dartmouth Buy and Sell, and I'll let you guys see this. This guy is selling this painting. He's got a bunch of posts
Of Michael
up.
Jackson?
Of Michael Jackson. He's got one up of Kurt Cobain. And I was like, I don't know if you guys heard about this new Michael Jackson documentary that's coming out.
No, I have not.
Oh, here we go.
So this new Michael Jackson documentary premiered at Sundance, and then HBO bought it, and HBO is going to be putting it out. And I guess it's very damning for the Jackson estate.
Oh, I did hear about this. Yes.
Right? Like apparently you
it was
watch
the
it.
two,
And you're like,
the two kids
who testified for him at the time,
Yeah.
but say they were bribed and threatened, right?
Yeah.
But now that he's gone and all that pressure off them, they're like, well, here's
They're coming out.
Here's our real story. Anyways, this guy's asking, and look, the painting's good. I'm not dogging the art. The artwork is good.
$180? Are
And so-
you kidding me?
And so,
I guess there's probably a lot of acrylic.
I was going to
There's just
say,
a lot
that
of
probably
material
seems
on
like
there.
the going rate for a nice...
in an attempt to troll and get a response, I posted as like, might not be worth as much once this new documentary I keep hearing about comes out.
So what'd he say?
Oh, here we go.
Said a bunch of different things. It's still going. There's still people commenting on it, which is what I love.
Well, give us some of the
Oh,
better
man.
comments.
Scroll up.
What do you got?
Oh, you lit this place on fire, didn't you? You just threw a grenade into the man. Like, woo, let's
What
go.
was it? Like a bunch
This
of
one guy-
Michael Jackson
This
lovers?
this one guy's like, Greg Mack, just asking, what's a random documentary got to do with the pricing of this painting? It's a random painting and completely original. I'm surprised this guy isn't selling it for more than $200.
Okay.
I said, well, apparently the documentary is going to expose just how bad of a child predator and sex offender Michael Jackson actually was. It would be the same as having a Bill Cosby painting on your wall, I would imagine. I don't know how much you pay for a Bill Cosby painting, but I don't imagine it would be very, very much money.
I would
Oh,
think
oh,
that if
and
they
Buddy's
exist,
like-
they're giving them away.
Buddy's like, I see you. Oh my God,
But
that's
that's
hilarious.
not the guy who painted it.
No.
Then the guy who painted it. And here's the deal. I'm not attacking his painting. It's a good painting. I'm just like $180 for a child predator on your wall. Doesn't make much sense to me, right? I said, and then I posted. He said, he goes, maybe I should raise the price, seeing as it's gonna be the talk of the world once again. I go, well, maybe you should do like a whole series of them. Call it To Catch a Sex Predator. I said you could do Subway Jared, Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, Roman Polanski, Jerry Sandusky.
Well, with that being said, there's no limit of the people to do them of if that's the way they want to go.
Would you? We should buy all of them. We'll take it on the road. It'll be a fucking exhibit.
To catch
We're
a
spending
predator.
your fucking money on
To
it.
catch a predator. Yeah, I don't think my wife would be okay with that. Or my work.
Then he tried to
Hey,
say,
you suggested it.
like I said, he's got a painting of Kurt Cobain as well. He goes, well, maybe I should take that down because he committed suicide. I'm like, well, they're not really the same thing at all. And we all know who pulled that trigger.
I was
anyways.
gonna say, but that's still under suspect whether he actually did it himself or not. I
Then
mean,
he called me a conspiracy theorist. And then he said...
I don't think he's wrong there either.
No, you're right. Yeah.
And then at the end he goes, I have a potential buyer. Thanks for the outrage of this post. It got noticed. Thanks, guys.
Way to go,
I mean,
Greg.
that's what I would say, too. Let's be serious. Dave, what's up in your life?
Smooth. Well, I definitely don't have anything that interesting, but yeah, I kind of got pissed off a little bit today.
Okay.
So I was hoping to be here a little earlier, actually, so we could get this whole thing done. Got a movie date with the wife tonight.
Oh, yeah. What are you watching?
You know?
I asked him
haven't
that
figured it out
earlier.
yet.
Just watching it at home?
We're gonna
You
go
to
see
the
what's
theater?
on. Yeah, see what's new on Cody.
Okay.
So I was at work. I had two things I wanted to do at work today. That was it. And I got the first thing basically done. I got it tested. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm a software developer. So I had a bug fix, get the bug fix done. So I go to commit it, and I just get snarled into this gigantic mess of someone else's doing. So somebody else made a huge mess and then just like swept it under the rug, and it was a ticking fucking time bomb. Okay? Somebody was going to find it at some point, but whoever it was that did it was just like, woo, I'm just going to do this and run away. So I found it, and I spent 3 hours cleaning up this mess that wasn't even mine.
You responsible motherfucker.
Fuck that shit, man.
Just so we're clear, it's a programming mess. It's not a bathroom mess.
That's true. It was just as shitty to clean up. No. Oh.
Hey-o.
So that was my today. Besides that, and you guys might find this interesting actually, I started this new course on Udemy. You guys know what Udemy is?
Yeah.
It's courseware, right? It's called Become a Super Learner.
A super learner?
Super Learner, yeah. So it's kind of like
How to be a super nerd. Go on.
it's kind of like speed reading and memory hacks and things like that.
That is interesting.
It's very cool. So I've done some speed reading in the past. Like I looked up Tim Robbins. Tim Robbins did the 4-hour body and the 4-hour work week thing.
I've listened to a little bit of Tim Robbins in the past.
Yeah, he's got a podcast. He does all sorts of stuff. Right?
Yeah.
He's a very interesting dude, and he's got a bunch of cool stuff. But his speed reading method is a very common one that a lot of people do, and it doesn't really work that well. You read quickly, but you don't retain anything. So this Super Learner course attacks it from a totally different perspective, which is the memory part first. So it improves your memory drastically.
Yep.
And then it says, okay, now that your memory's better, now we're going to go and teach you how to read faster, right? So, and the concept is really cool. It's basically encoding memories in images, because an image is worth 1,000 words,
Yep.
right? Kind
That
of thing.
makes sense.
So
That
you
makes
encode
sense.
all these details, and they're called markers. It's called marker memories. It's really fucking cool, man. So I'm only a couple weeks in now, but they say about 12 weeks, half an hour a day, and you can be a super learner.
Ooh, a super
Yeah.
learner.
Ooh.
And the course was like $15 on Udemy. So definitely the best thing I bought on there so far.
$15.
Folks, we are not sponsored by Udemy, but Udemy, if you're listening, give
Sponsor
us a
us.
call. Have your people call my people, and my people is actually just me. Brad, what's up in your life, buddy?
I have had a great week. I have been off all week.
Nice.
No work.
Nice. Vacation or?
I work at a university, so it's like their spring
Oh,
break,
yeah.
learning and reading week. is what they
It's almost
call
my
it.
birthday, so it's that's how I know it's reading
It
week.
is almost your birthday.
Yeah, it is.
Damn, I almost forgot about your birthday.
I know.
I would
What are you guys
have
doing
remembered
Saturday?
when I looked at Facebook and saw it.
We're enjoying your birthday with you.
Yes, good. My buddy Ian's having a party at his place. So
Where's that at?
Everybody party at Ian's place.
Where's
It's in the West End. So
Okay.
Clayton Park.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
So I'm curling all day Saturday, and then I got to go pick up this propane lantern, and then we're going to go party in Ian's place.
All right.
Yeah.
Dope.
So that's what we're doing. So
Brad?
what'd you do on your week off?
Yeah.
Sorry to hijack your story there.
I was actually hoping we were just gonna bypass that.
Nope, we want to know.
Yeah, no. Let's just bypass what I've been up to. I'll
All
talk
right,
about
all
that
right.
on a later date.
So, I got some stuff that's up in the news. I don't know if you guys have seen this or not, but it's a little something to tickle Fat Dave's fancy there.
Ooh.
KFC has enlisted the motherfucking RoboCop to be their new Colonel Sanders.
Really?
They put out a few commercials, and I have one here
I can't wait to see it.
that we can all watch and enjoy.
Oh my God. But it's still Norm McDonald.
Colonel Sanders,
No.
your Kentucky Fried Chicken is delicious. What's the secret recipe?
If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
This can't be real.
Ha 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 ha.
Oh, yeah, it's real.
Ha ha ha.
It sounds like Peter Weller, too.
The Colonel's secret recipe. You can eat it, but you can't know it.
What? That was pretty bomb.
That makes me want to buy KFC. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, a little bit.
You don't need to do a whole lot for me to want to
Louisville,
eat KFC.
Kentucky, home
problem
of
with
the
KFC
Cardinal, baseball bats, and one of the greatest trade secrets of all time. Colonel Sanders' secret recipe of 11
Take down
herbs
the
and
RoboCop
spices.
style.
Up until today, the secret recipe has been stored in a relatively safe inside of this building.
But for KFC, a relatively safe wasn't safe enough.
So if someone were to get their hands on the secret recipe, it would be our worst nightmare. Every 7 hours, a new Kentucky Fried Chicken is built. All that would be gone.
What?
So, in February 2019, KFC decided to upgrade their security of Colonel Sanders' 11 herbs and spices with RoboCop, the ultimate law enforcer, reprogrammed with one prime directive: protect the secret recipe. KFC created a triple encrypted digital copy of the secret recipe. and RoboCop transferred the recipe to a more secure location where it could be preserved forever. The Bonhoeffer Underground Data Center, a long-term data storage facility in a nuclear bomb shelter 100 feet under a Stockholm mountain built to survive Armageddon.
The bunker gives indefinitely high security at all threats, even nuclear bombs.
We do $25 billion of business on that secret recipe, and there are many trying to copy it, and nobody's been successful.
And now the recipe will be
Enough to
preserved
resurrect
forever.
RoboCop and put a
All
Colonel
thanks
Sanders
to
wig on him.
RoboCop.
I guess so.
Wow. That's legit, man.
Louisville.
Oh. So yeah, I'll post the actual recipe for KFC in the comments because it's been leaked quite a while ago.
Oh, yeah.
Brad, what do you got that's up?
Well, I'd like to start everything off with a Florida story.
Okay, we didn't. I have a Florida man story.
So do I.
Folks, all you have to do is Google Florida man, and every day there's a new there's multiple Florida man stories to talk about. So I'm hoping we all have a different one. Brad?
That would be really awesome. A couple of years ago, a guy did his taxes himself online, and he accidentally put that he had not gotten $1 million of income tax from a business, right? So the IRS sent him $980,000.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because he had filled it out wrong and the program just let it go through. So it took quite some time for them to track this down. So yeah, they came back and took every fucking penny from this guy. But yeah, I thought.
What did he do with $980,000? Like,
It's
went
Florida.
out-
What do you do in Florida?
Apparently, the first thing he did was go out and buy a Lexus. Now, if I was to get that much fucking money from my income tax, the first thing I would do is offshore account, and I'm bouncing out the country.
Yeah.
You're never seeing me again. Peace.
Dave, what's your Florida man story?
mine's not that good, but it's actually pretty good. So this guy from Florida, for 2 years, every day for 2 years, on his commute to work, he had his cell phone jammer in his truck, right? And his thought process was, okay, I don't want people around me using their cell phones, distracted driving. I'm going to bring this cell phone jammer, this signal scrambler, in my truck every day for 2 years. Well, apparently, that's not cool. So the cops found him eventually after 2 years, and instead of giving him a medal, they gave him a $48,000 fine.
Oh, that's a huge fine.
Yeah.
Damn. So, my Florida man story, headline is, Florida man became impatient on his way to go buy porn. That landed him in jail. Cops say anticipation got the better of a Homestead man heading into an adult bookstore in Key Largo Monday night. He is now in Monroe County lockup. Armando Enrique Guare, age 20, was booked into jail on charges of indecent exposure, marijuana possession, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Sheriff's deputies say he admitted to masturbating while walking along a path near the mile marker 102 towards the store Monday night. A woman driving her car told deputies that he saw Aguirre and he exposed himself to her. Deputies found the guy in the parking lot of the Bayside store and asked him about the incident. He admitted to masturbating in public and seeing the woman in her car. He told deputies he was on his way to the video store and began masturbating on the way because he was impatient.
This was you, wasn't it, Greg?
Cops say Guerre was carrying a small amount of marijuana at the time of his arrest.
So the lesson in this, people, is if you're gonna masturbate on your way to the porn store, don't have weed on you.
But also it's 2019. Does homeboy not have a cell phone?
I was gonna say, you can find porn anywhere.
All the porn, fart porn, Brazilian porn. Dave,
yeah.
you're a huge fan.
I am.
Yeah.
Do they even
That's
have
pretty
video
awesome
porn?
that none of us had the same story.
Florida man, ladies and gentlemen.
Florida man. Do they even have video porn stores? You can't go to Blockbuster anymore, but they still have them at porn stores.
Pleasures and Treasures, I'm sure has it.
I was
you
gonna
can
say,
buy
I'm
'em.
sure there are porn stores, but I mean, who the fuck is buying DVDs?
Yeah. Man, when I watch porn, I get to like right to the point of it, right?
What's the point of that? Just download it right to your
Go through
phone.
like 18 pages before you find the video you want.
I saw a meme this week. It was like,
How impatient
it's how picky are you? And it showed the bottom of the Pornhub site, and it was on page 56. That picky, yeah.
So did you guys hear about this guy, Jesse Smollett, from the show Empire?
Yeah.
This gay black
Oh
guy.
man, what's up with that?
He
Yeah.
fucking staged a hate crime against himself and said these two white guys attacked him on his way home from Subway while he was on the phone with his manager. They beat him up, said, "Welcome to MAGA country," which is Make America Great Again. And then they poured bleach on him and put a noose around his neck. And he went home and called the cops, kept the noose around his neck till the cops got there. Since the second the cops got there, they're like, something's fucking up with this guy. So they arrested two dudes. This guy,
Yeah, they were brothers.
yeah, from Nigeria. These are two jacked black gentlemen
did you-
who he hired. They were actually extras on the show Empire.
Did you hear why this guy went forth and did all this?
Because I guess he thought his salary wasn't that good on the show.
Yeah, I don't know how a fucking rational person comes to thinking, I don't make enough money doing what I do. I need to exploit a beat up and a racial fucking incident.
Not only
How
racial.
do you get there? I don't.
That's what I'm saying. It's fucking nuts, right? Like,
No.
I guess he like staged like a hate crime letter to himself.
yeah, I was gonna say there's more to this story than even that.
And here's the most fucked up part: is Roseanne got fired on from her show from being all fucked up on Ambien and tweeting something, and this guy's still on the show Empire.
Now,
Well, because Empire's a better show.
Well,
apparently.
I don't want to. I'm not throwing this out there to start anything. I'm just saying that Roseanne is a white woman and this guy is black.
Well, also,
I'm not saying that has anything to do with it.
I
but
think it has to do with the left and the right. She's very right winged, and he's very left wing, and Hollywood's very left wing. So,
well, I'll give you that one too.
guess we'll have to see what happened. A lot of people. I listened to a lot of different podcasts, and like Fighter and the Kid were talking about
Well,
it. And
everybody's talking about this. I
And
mean,
nobody from the outset thought this was a real thing that was going on.
I actually listened to like the Chicago police officer talking about this, and I mean, he was fucking angry.
Oh, it's a huge,
They're not happy about it. No.
it's a huge waste of expenses, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
did you
boy.
guys? Did you guys hear about this petition that they started up?
Ah, you fucker!
Is that what he is? Yeah. So 7,000 people signed this petition
12.
to sell. Is it 12 now?
12.
Okay, it was 7 when I looked at it 2 days ago. To sell Montana to Canada for $1 trillion to pay down the U.S. debt. And Montanans are all about it. They were like, we wanted to move to Canada. Now we don't have to. That's perfect.
Do you know what the funny thing is?
Where do they think we have the money? Canada is as in debt. Well, probably not as in debt as the States, but
Relatively speaking.
relatively speaking, population-wise.
From the article I read, they were in debt 23 trillion.
Yeah.
So they would still be in debt 22 trillion. What the fuck is that $1 trillion
Yeah.
going to do for me?
Our entire GDP is $2 trillion.
Who are we all in debt to?
That's what.
Mars?
That's exactly. Seriously, like, it makes no sense when I hear this debt bullshit.
Oh, I know what's
Yeah.
going on. Conspiracy theory Greg has the answers. That's
Oh,
a whole different
God.
podcast.
That's a whole other podcast.
I got one
yeah.
more news story. I'm sure you guys heard about it. It's a local thing. You guys hear about the Dartmouth school lockdown yesterday?
Yeah.
So
that
I was
crazy.
I was in Port Hawkesbury yesterday. I was driving back in right at 3:00, and I came across McDonald Bridge, so I came in to Nantucket there, and I saw cop cars everywhere, and I was like, "Ooh, where's the doings is transpiring?"
Doing the
And I got home, and I guess right as school was ending, there was a report of somebody there with a gun, and cops were on the scene. They locked down the school until
For
5:30.
hours, yeah.
So
And-
this is 5:30. Like parents are out in the gym trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. They were posting like screenshots of text messages between students and their parents, and you can see some of the. I think we're all gonna die. There's a guy with the gun. I hear dogs out there. We're all locked in rooms and
Well,
stuff.
the craziest thing is they trap you, they put you in a room, and then they tell you not to speak a word. So you're sitting there freaking the fuck out,
Yeah.
right? So everything that's going through your mind is going through your phone at that moment.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Turned out it was just a 15-year-old kid with a fake gun.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
With a replica.
But I'm
but
glad
there was a
they
moment
take it
where I'm like,
that
oh
serious.
yeah, this is gonna happen here in Canada now. Hey, damn, man, I was a very privileged kid at school, I guess.
We didn't deal with any of
ever
that.
happened to my school.
The most important thing when I was a kid in a locker was weed.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
that
we
was
didn't
over.
have anything in my
Yeah.
high school.
No,
you know?
I mean there was the odd fight at the bike rack after school, right? But I mean nothing like.
Well, we used to have a good racial war where I went to school.
Oh,
you
really?
know, Native people and
Yeah,
white
you were right in
people.
the middle there.
Yeah, right in
Sydney.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Port Hawkesbury, it was Port Hawkesbury versus all the other towns.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because everybody hated Port Hawkesbury. Everybody. So we'd have the hunters coming down and big old brawls in the middle of the street.
During my junior high school, we used to go to Wolco. Was maybe Walmart at the time.
I remember Wolco. We had a Wolco.
And
You used to get pogos at Wolco.
Wolco and the Byway, they would never lock up the fireworks. They put them in the cabinet, but never put the lock on. So we'd all, like, there was a mall behind our school, so we'd all go to the school, out of the mall after school and steal fireworks and come back to the school field to set up the fireworks, and someone ratted us out. And, like, we used to pretend to roll up grass, like we were rolling up joints. We were kids. We had no idea what we were doing. And, like, I remember, like, 4 of us got called to the principal's office. We had to, like, write notes home to our parents saying, we were setting off fireworks and rolling grass up in the paper and pretending to smoke it.
Do you remember the 90s?
They probably weren't shocked when you started smoking weed then.
I remember the 90s. Oh, yeah.
The 90s. Good times had by all. Anybody else have anything that's up? Can we move this along?
Is
I got one
what's
more.
Up? All right.
I got a couple more, but I'll do one
well,
more.
I've got a
One more
bunch, but
each.
I mean, a quick one. This woman catches her mother-in-law fucking around with her birth control. That's how bad this grandmother wanted a grandchild.
Oh, shit.
And this woman got fucking horrified over it. Now, if you had a grandparent or a parent that wanted a grandchild so bad they were willing to do that, do you think you would even fucking want them in your house? Like, now this woman has fucked up this relationship forever, basically. I mean, that's a fucked up scenario.
Did you guys hear about this older Chinese woman who was going around the university campus that her kid went to trying to find his kid a girlfriend? And, like, she got arrested for it.
No, I thought you were going to say the Chinese woman that said she was a virgin and had a baby. So I was thinking, is this like the new Jesus Christ? Like...
The biggest cover-up of a sexual affair of all times.
The craziest part was she was in the hospital giving birth, and she was like, "No, I want the test. I'm a virgin." And they were like, "This baby is coming, bitch. Like, there's no time for tests."
You are not just having a really huge shit. There is a head right there. You're fully dilated.
Apparently, she was quite overweight. Yeah.
Okay.
Last one.
So this is a great story, and it's got a great ending. Entitled Parents. Man, I love this subreddit. So this guy, I'm totally into Reddit now. Now that I've started looking for stories for this, totally into Reddit now. So this guy, right? He's got this really crazy form of cancer, and he's got to take the bus to and from his chemo treatments, right? His radiation treatments. So he's like lost all the hair on his head, got no eyebrows, no nothing, right? So he's wearing a wig, so he's not self-conscious. So he's coming back he's getting his treatment, and he's coming back one day and gets on the bus, and there's only one bus, and the thing is packed, like lock, stock. And this guy is tall and big, right? Like he's a big, tall fellow, right? So he gets on this bus, and he is just dying, like he is white. So sees a dude. He's like, dude, man, listen, like I'm just coming from my chemo, from my radiation. Do you mind? Like, can I have the seat, please? Like, do you mind? And Buddy's like, yeah, fuck, of course, absolutely, right? So Buddy sits down. Very next stop, entitled Mom steps on with her son, right? And he knew immediately. She got on and she looked right at him. He's like, fuck, she's coming for me right now. Sure enough, she comes right along. Can my son have your seat? It's like, look, lady, I just came back from, radiation. I got cancer here. Sorry, I'm going to have your seat. You and your son can stand. Oh, well, we're just coming from the hospital, too. No, you're not. That's bullshit. We just left the hospital 5 minutes ago. We're 10 miles down the road. You're full of shit. He looks fine to me. I don't care if you have cancer. You're going to give my son your seat. Buddy's like, are you fucking serious? Take takes off the wig. He's like, I'm Bob. Listen here, you skinhead motherfucker. Give us all your seat, right? And he's just blowing. The dude's just like, I don't have this in me right now. So this is the best part. So this older fella, right, comes in and he's like, listen, lady, I think you need to calm down. You know? Why don't you step off? But he's clearly got cancer. She freaks out. He's just a skinhead. This dude's like, he's got no eyebrows. What are you talking about, right? So she takes a swing at the old guy. Takes a fucking swing at the old guy. Hits him. He's like, all right, that's it. You're under arrest. Turn around. Gets on his radio. Calls it a cop car. He's a fucking cop. Off-duty cop. And she gets arrested at the very next stop, pulled off the bus, and everybody's cheering. I'm like, oh, that's the best story I've ever heard.
Nobody took their cell phone out to record that.
I know, right?
In today's world, how the fuck did that happen?
Yeah.
Dave, you got a dad joke by Dave?
I do, as a matter of fact.
All right.
I do.
Dad joke by Dave. It's dad jokes by Dave. Dad
I like the
jokes
theme music,
by
boys.
Dave.
Dad jokes by Dave. Okay, so
That was a good intro.
you guys know I like to sing. I'm a singer, right? Excuse me. So this weekend I was bombing around the house, kind of in a Monkees phase, you know, the Monkees.
Yeah.
And I was singing the song, I'm a Believer. I'm a believer, right? And I guess I was singing it a lot, and I pissed off the wife. She was like, if you don't stop singing that fucking song, I'm going to kill you. Fuck, I thought she was kidding. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Hey.
Womp womp.
Oh, thank you.
Well played. I enjoy them.
All right, I have a would you rather question, and I'm just seeing somebody here.
Oh, God, yes. Yes, yes, yes.
You don't get to know the would you rather question. You just gotta pick somebody. Maybe
Uh,
Mookie. Call Mookie.
All right.
He's a fan of the show. Shout out to Mookie.
Love people that are fans. We could use a bunch more. Share everything we put out.
And
Truth.
like it and comment on it.
Or we'll start calling you in with these fucking questions.
Hello?
Mookie, what's up, buddy?
Hello?
Mookie, you there? Can you hear us?
Dave McKenzie, there you are, bud.
Yes.
It's actually more than Dave McKenzie. It's Greg Mack and B Rad. You are on our podcast.
Oh, hey, fellas, what's up?
We've got a fun question.
We have a good would you rather question since you're a big fan of them.
Would you rather? All right, hit me with it.
All right. Would you rather eat someone's ass out right after they had bad diarrhea or suck on your mom's dirty tampon?
What the fuck is that, dude?
Oh.
He wouldn't let me. I did not know this question, Mookie. I apologize.
Next question, Greg.
You have to pick one. That's the rule. You have to go one way or other and tell us why.
Fuck. Woo.
Gun to your head.
Oh, no.
Gun
This
to your
is
gun to your
gun to
head.
I don't even have to think about this question. This is so straightforward to me.
We're not asking. Come on, Mookie. We're putting you on the spot.
Yeah, no, you really put me on the spot. I want to say hell no.
Yeah, pick one. Gun to your head. I mean, you don't have to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a pass.
Oh, come on, man. Pick one.
Yeah, pick one, man. That's the rules.
Give me another question, Greg. Come on.
That's the only one I have written down.
No.
I say we rock paper,
No, I'm
scissors,
gonna pass.
forum.
Okay, we're gonna choose for you.
Yeah. I take the B, you take A.
All right, we're doing rock paper scissors. Wait.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
You are eating dirty moms.
Dirty mom tampon.
Yeah, that's
feel
what
like-
happens when you let me win.
I feel like I probably would have chosen that one anyways.
What?
Seriously?
Yeah.
I'm eating dirty
I'm not
ass
eating.
all
I'm
day,
not eating
dude.
that ass, man.
Not fucking touching
diarrhea?
anything that came from my mom.
Fuck
Yeah.
Nothing.
It's just blood, bud.
Can't do it.
It's just bloody, buddy.
Yeah, no.
We already picked for you, bud.
Yeah, you're doing
Anyways,
Oh,
I want to
that's
thank you very much for
great.
being a fan. This brings us to the last segment of our podcast. viewer comments. And Mookie, you were so kind to send me a message there last week. And the part of your comment that stood out the most was so many great would you rather questions.
Not when you're being asked the fucking question.
Also,
not when you're being asked the question.
Also, you said.
Although I like hearing from. I'm always a fan of hearing from B-Rad and everyone, and also Fat Dave.
Yeah, Fat Dave.
Why are you so fat?
Because he's fat.
Also, you said my Parnell impression was spot on, so I want to thank you about that.
I bet your Parnell doesn't feel that way.
All right, man. Thank you very much. Podcast will be out soon enough. I'll send it to you.
Peace.
All right, gentlemen. Have a good evening.
Thanks, buddy. You too.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, that was really fun considering you didn't answer the question.
Yeah. I like that rock, paper, scissors. That was a good idea.
Yeah.
Good one for him.
All right, so last segment, Mookie, we started off is I get some viewer comments, viewer criticisms and comments. So, Anonymous, I have an anonymous one. Dear Brad and Greg, your editing sucks on last week's podcast. The audio was terrible, and there were several breaks where I thought the podcast ended, but it was likely just a spot you meant to edit out. Do better. Damn.
Last week was kind of a gong show.
It's a total gong show. I tried to listen to it on my way up to Wolfville on the weekend, and well, it was super shitty out. It was raining in the hallway, and I couldn't hear anything. It was like, oh, Brad, mumble, mumble.
Yeah, I don't think
Brad.
we obviously didn't get the audio there right, but
this week we triple checked it beforehand.
Yeah, hopefully we will never have that issue again.
That's
it's too bad because it was a good fucking podcast too.
So the next one is from our friend Brett and Annie Ganesh. Exactly 20 minutes in, I had to rewind because on the first pass it sounded like you planned on editing out a line of air, but then forgot to do the edit.
I was like, oh, shit.
I was like, ah, shit. And then the last comment comes from Terry Boudreau.
Terry!
He's in a band called Fries Pop. I can't remember. Sorry, man.
Burger Fries Pop.
Burger Fries Pop.
Yeah.
And actually, we're going to be doing a meeting with him because he's asked, they're going to be doing a web show themselves. So he wants some collaboration going on.
They're really cool.
Great.
They're like a surf rock style band. Yeah, we like them.
So his comment was, I enjoyed the podcast. I like how you segment it so it's it's not too free flowy. Also, I liked when your friend brought up Jordan Peterson, Dave Rubin, and Sam Harris. By the way, I love the challenge between you and Fat Dave. Fucking gold.
So I actually went to high school with Terry. So well, me and Terry and Finn all went to high school together. Yeah.
Cool. Anyways, folks, that's all I got. You guys have anything else you want to add? Fat Challenge is still on.
Still on. I'm winning, by the way. I lost twice as much as Greg. So
I think you were doing sad.
I lost 5 pounds to your 2. So
yeah, 2 by 2.7.
My 5.7.
Okay,
you
but
fluctuate
it's a
5 pounds of water weight
it's a
here,
percentage
boys.
thing.
Not that big a percentage.
It's a percentage thing. We'll have to figure out
It's
the
a long
math.
game anyways, right?
Yeah,
It's
we're
a
only
long
3
game.
weeks into it.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Oreo, for putting out the most stuff Oreos, because that's definitely one of my biggest downfalls this week.
Fuck, they were good. I only had one, but man.
I did not have any.
Oh, that's all right. I got some for afterwards.
All right.
It doesn't look like you didn't have any.
What do you think I'm going to lose 50 pounds in 3 weeks, Brad? Go fuck yourself.
Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you.
Do us a favor. Send us a comment. Send us a criticism. Like this post. Like and share it. It's on SoundCloud, and I'm making it so the episodes can be downloaded. Once we get to episode 10, we're going to be putting the money in towards getting a podcast host.
Yeah.
So we can put everything up, because as it is right now, I have to delete the first episode in order to put a new episode.
Well, the first episodes we're just kind of going through and figuring it all out, right? I mean,
yeah,
that's
we're
the plan,
getting a formula
right?
down.
So
I feel like we've got it down.
I think we do too.
Gotta get this thing syndicated, yo.
Syndicated.
So
right,
next
guys.
month, this is going to be a podcast available basically everywhere.
Yeah, we're working on it. Anyway, folks, thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.
Like, share,
peace,
leave a message. Peace out.
That's pretty good.
I think that went really well.
How long was
it?
Well.
38 minutes, and it'll come.
This is What's Up, featuring Greg
Fat Greg, it's Fat Dave. I'm coming for you.
Mac.
you.